Today I am going to work with something that I've never worked with before, and that's the polyurethane resin from Resin. And I got a new mold in. It's a bowl mold. Thank you for joining me today, by the way. Appreciate you, appreciate you. So, I've never worked with this resin before, and I know I've watched videos on it from Glitz and Glitter about what you can and can't use with the polyurethane resin. Yeah. So, get my gloves on. I know I'm going to use a mica powder. I'm actually making a bowl for my mother-in-law. She wanted a candy dish, but this bowl right here seems to be a nice bowl size. I also made her one already. That's this one. It's much smaller, glittery. Very nice mold though, but I figured I wanted to try something that was super fast. So, the mold I got from Temu, I can't remember the price, but it holds 14 ounces. I measured it this morning when it came in. So, pop all this, ooh, almost spilt resin everywhere. Pop the tops off of these. Oh, these little pop tops are not easy. They almost went splashing everywhere. Okay. Now, the mold holds, I have these measuring cups. I just get these from the Dollar Tree. I love these for big pours. So I need 7 ounces of each one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to start with A. Then I'm going to add my mica powder. And I was thinking about adding some pigment. Okay, let's see. That's 7 ounces. Oh, goodness. Okay, 7 ounces. Make sure I put the top on him good. Okay. And you know, I know you don't want to mix this stuff. Let me move this a little bit. Until you get all your pigment paste or mica powder. There's no use using glitter because it is, oh, my spoon's too big. Let me get a stick. So I'm going to put, this one's, it's from Small Tongue Mica Powder Premium. Is Violet. I got this off of Amazon. And, oh goodness, that's, well, I guess it's not half a bottle, but it's close. Okay, and then I was going to use, I have some pigment, resin pigment. And this came from Amazon as well. Sigwong, I believe it is. Very small. I didn't expect for it to be that small. And this one's grape purple. So we're going to see how this works. Because it's a lot of resin. But it cures really fast. Okay, I'm going to, I don't know if you can or not, but we're going to find out. I'm going to use my paddle mixer here. And before I add part B, I'm going to just get all the pigment stuff mixed in and see how we're doing here. And it's very thin, almost like, ooh, it splashed on my face. Almost like water. I guess, you know, I really didn't need this. Yeah, because I can't get the sides with it. You know what? Let me just switch to a stick. Yeah, I think that would be the best bet, which I don't have to hurry. Let me get a used cup to sit this in because it's not going to set up until you add part B to it. Why do I feel like all my mica powder's at the end there? Bummer. Okay, big stick. I'm just going to stir this really good. You got, yeah, see, I couldn't get the sides with the other thing, with the mixer. Oh, I'm just wondering if that's going to be dark enough because it is really going to be light. I'm hoping this works with both pigments in it. Gonna add a lot more. Maybe I should have dusted the bowl, but I just want to try this and see. I might have should have dusted it with the mica powder, and I know it would have came out, but it's an experiment today. Yes, an experiment. And when I go to the Dollar Tree and I find these cups that has the milliliters, the liter, the cup, and also the ounces, I grab them. Because some of them they have in there don't have everything on it. And I'm putting a little bit more mica powder in here. I'm not even going to measure. Just trying to get it as dark as I can and pray that it comes out. Yeah, I pray that the two mix in there. Because I have the mica powder, but yet I also have the pigment paste. Well, not pigment paste, but resin pigment. I can't talk. Okay, see, now I gotta get this all mixed in. And you don't have to rush with this step, like I said. It's just not, it's not gonna harden. It's not gonna do anything until you put B in. Once B goes in, you have less than 2 minutes, they say, to get this thing poured and ready to roll. Alrighty, I just want to make sure all my mica powders are nice. I'm just hoping it turns out really good. It has a beautiful color. But I know you're fighting against white because this resin turns white. Like I said, if all else fails, she's going to love it no matter what. She just wants something to put her candy in, cough drops in the living room. Just something to sit her little goodies in. So, alright, I think I've got that. Look at it real good. I think I've got it pretty good. Alrighty. Well, let's see here. Okay, now let's see. I had it on ounces, yeah, because we need 14 ounces, and that is 7 ounces. So we're going to go up to 14. Whew, please work. Here we go. We're going to 12. Okay, that's 12, 13, 14. Yeah, and that's a lot of resin. I really didn't realize how much resin this bowl held, because when you buy things from Temu, well, actually anywhere, they don't really tell you how much it holds unless you find it in the description somewhere or someone's used it. And it's like it holds this much. Oh, Lord, I'm splashing. Slow down, grasshopper. Slow down. Okay, I don't want to work with it too much. I don't even have a timer. I'm just guessing. I'm pretty good at guessing how long things are. So, yeah. And you're going to... let me feel it in my hands. Yeah, well, I'm slightly starting to warm up. Slightly. I really hope that turns out nice. And then at least I won't have to wait so many hours, turn on the heat mat or anything else. It's just gonna come. Okay, yeah, it's really warming up now. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Oh, that's why does it's supposed to be violet, but it looks so blue, but it's gorgeous. Okay, please, Lord, let my table... Oh, and it's not enough resin. You know what? We're going to go with it today because it's pretty deep for a bowl. See, it's going to be that deep at the bottom. And I've had Let's Resin bowl that is very, very similar to this mold. And it had the... I don't know if I got a broken mold or a raw, just a mess up mold or something, but it had the shallowest bottom that I've ever seen. So it was less deep than it. I would say it was half that on the Let's Resin bowl that I had. Okay, so whew, that stuff stinks. Oh goodness. Okay, so You do not want to spray it with alcohol or anything. So, ooh, yeah, it's getting hot. But oh my Lord, if it stayed that color is beautiful. That was violet. It looks like a beautiful blue. Literally. Whew. Okay. All right, there we go. I got it. Welcome back, guys. How y'all doing? All right, this is like part 2 of the resin bowl we did with the polyurethane Let's Resin. And I used the mica powder violet and the purple, grape purple for the color. And when I did a water test on the bowl, the water measured 14 ounces. Well, clearly, I could have did another 2 ounces at least. But it's still it's hard. It's still a nice thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep. So, I'm good with that. So, now we get to demold it and see how it did. It did a little weird bubbling. I thought it might have been from this. It's not alcohol ink. It is resin colorant. I mean, only thing I could think of is because we mixed both of them together. But, further ado, let's unmold this bad boy and hope it turned out lovely. Oh, Jesus. Well, ooh. A little trimming to do on that one right there. I think that's where it started bubbling up at. But yeah, it's purple. Yes, it is. Has a little bit of marbling on it, but not a lot. Most of it looks... Oh, get you out of here. No! No, 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 no. This is a new mold. And lo and behold, there is red glitter in it. Are you serious? Ugh! Glitter goes everywhere, you guys. Literally everywhere. I did not know it even had glitter in it. But, I mean, it's... With all the coloring I put in there, and I have no idea what that is. No clue. Probably another speck of glitter. Most likely. I mean, it turned out a lovely shade of violet purple. There is, like I said, a little bit of trimming I'm going to need to do right there. A little bit of marbling, like toward the base of it, but basically solid color. The glitter is getting me. There's a few itty bitty bubbles, but not many. I mean, it's a bowl to hold candy. Oh, let me see. I don't know how well this trims. I'm still happy with it. It turned out purple. I mean, it's not white. It's like it's not even, I wouldn't even call it a pastel purple. It's more, it's a light purple. Hopefully it's showing up good. It's just the glitter. Oh, I should have dusted the mold. And I still see glitter on it from the outside. And I don't even know where that piece came from. There's still glitter. I love glitter, but then I hate glitter. There's still glitter everywhere. It's like glitter exploded. It's everywhere. I'm going to have to clean the mold real good. Goodness. And I'm going to have to write 16 ounces on it because clearly, clearly my water thing did not. It will show. It still works. I mean, it's nice thick bottom. Hard as a rock. Where is... I don't see my knife anywhere. Oh, it's right, literally right in front of me. Whew, goodness gracious. Hopefully, I'm not really worried about trimming too much. Oh, got a knife stuck. Just try to shave it where it's not sharp. sharp, I guess. Ooh, it's like going through, let's say concrete, but yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, cleanup crew. I mean, it's not sharp or anything on the edges, so no one's gonna cut themselves. And I could also always put a little, oh yeah, let's you know what, it might be better just to smooth it out with a, just right around the edge with a little sanding. Yeah, you know, that would probably be the best. Let's see how it sits. It sits flat. Kind of irking with this glitter though. Oh, now I've got shavings everywhere. But yeah, overall I'm pleased. I don't have any candy to put in it. Why don't I have candy? I need candy. I don't have any candy. Oh, blue glitter. I don't even know where, I can't even remember the last time I had blue glitter out. And now there's the red glitter in there. But I could always do a light coat of UV resin and sprinkle in some purple glitter just on the inside. You know what? What kind of purple glitter do I have? I'm gonna experiment with Grandma's bowl here. Glitter, glitter, purple glitter. Oh goodness, do I even have purple glitter? Oh, yep. I have that one. Oh my word, that may be the only one I have. Well, that's silver. I don't want silver. Blah, 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 blah. Purple, 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 purple. No more purple. Oh, well, I do have that one. What should I do? But then it's going to be rough if I don't add a lot of resin. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. You know what? It's an experimentable. Alright, we are going to experiment. Where is my UV resin? We are going to experiment. Let me move this mold out the way. I'm going to have to wash you. I'm going to have to try to find a way to get all this glitter up. Alright, make sure it is cleaned out. And I think I'm going to just spread a little of the... I'm not even going to spread a lot of the UV resin in here. Yeah. We're going to see. We're going to see today what we're going to come up with. Alright, that's that. I have 1,000 paintbrushes here. Let me, and everything's falling. Okay. So I'm going to just take a paintbrush and paint this thing around. And we're going to just experiment today, y'all. Yes, we are. I mean, it's a candy dish. We are going to experiment. Yes, we are. And I'm going to just brush up the side a little bit. Whatever gets on there, gets on there. If it's staying, it's staying. We're going to experiment. Hey, that's how you find out what works. Okay, let me keep this kind of... Make sure I get all the sides when I get it. And I am just going to sprinkle. I'm really debating whether I should do this heavy glitter or the fine glitter. Because, We're gonna go with chunky. And I think it's a mixed glitter. So, oh my goodness. Well, yeah, it's a mixed glitter. Yeah. Well, I can already tell you that is gorgeous. And we are just gonna push him around. Let me get a little more in here. This is, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of this. But this one is gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. It might be a little rough, but I could always, I guess, seal it. Ooh. Again, actually, none of it came out. Ooh. I just want to make sure I have it at least on all the sides where I push the resin into. Yeah. Got a spot missing there. And there's another little spot missing. We're gonna make it work today. Hopefully she likes her bowl. If not, I'll be keeping it for myself. Alright, we're gonna take that out. Okay, let me see what we're working with here. We're gonna take that out. Let me get the UV light. Should have had it already plugged up, but I don't. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. Plug you in. Now the bowl is not going to fit under. Oh goodness, get in there. Why won't you go in there? Really? Can't get the US. Okay, there we go. Now it's not literally gonna. Well, yeah, I guess it will fit on top. Let's see. Let's do 60 seconds here for that, just to cure it. And I just did a light spray over it. And we just gonna see what happens, because it's actually really pretty now. I did not use the small glitter. I like that one though. Alright, we'll just leave that for 60 seconds. Then I'll do the other half of the bowl. I don't know if I'm going to have to top coat it with resin. I probably will. A quick coat of... We'll see how it turns out, guys. We will see. We will see today. Alrighty. Turn it around, do the other side for 60 seconds and see what we have. See what we have. Want to be nosy and touch it. Ooh. It's still not dry. I think it's going to need more time than that, but so far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, hopefully I can get, oh God, yeah. Okay, well, it cleans up pretty good. I'll be able to scrape, oh, look, yes. I will be able to scrape that bowl. Thank you, Lord. I love these measuring cups. Look, it just peels right out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, oh, yeah, let's not get it in the bowl. Peels right out. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Easiest cleanup ever. Alright, we're just gonna go on and do that for another. Yeah, because it's literally dry. I don't even. I don't know if I'm gonna have to put another coat of UV resin over it or not. I think I probably will, just to be on the safe side. We'll just let it cure real good first. What is that? Okay, so twice at 60 seconds. And then I'll do the other side for another 60 and see what we're working with here. I need to, oh gosh, what do I need to do? Get a brush to, brush off the extra glitter if any flies away. I'll turn it on for the other side and I'll look for a brush. Okay. Get you on the other side real quick, cured. Another 60 seconds. Let me see here, a brush. Just need something to, yeah, that'll be great. Just to brush off any excess glitter, whatever. Can't talk. Apparently I can't speak. Okay. Why is it when you're watching a timer it feels forever, but when you're doing something very important, time goes by so fast? Let me put the top on this before I cut my finger off. Yeah, don't want to do that. But I will say I really like this polyurethane resin. Now I will say, whew, it smelled. I don't know if it's because of the volume of resin I was using, the 14 ounces. But whew. Oh yeah, see, we got a little bare spot there. We're going to have to fix you, buddy. And right there. Yeah, a little bit's coming off, but honestly, not much. But I still would say it would need another coat. Where is my little cuppies? Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit on the sides that I missed with the paintbrush here. And I will do a top coat because it's going to need a top coat. Yeah, it's going to need a top coat. Put a little bit on these spots. Where's the glitter? As I going to put a little top coat on there. It's going to need it. I'm almost used all the glitter. That's the putty glitter. Let me see. Is there any more spots? Yeah, a little bit right in there. Shake you over there. Oh, and there go one. Just don't want it to look weird. And put a little bit more in here, yeah. Oh, I think the ceiling fan's blowing all the glitter. That's probably why there's red glitter in the mold. The ceiling fan is blowing everything. It's raining glitter. Hallelujah. It's raining glitter. Hallelujah. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just a really thick piece of glitter. I'll chop you off a little bit there. I guess that was where the glue was kind of thick in that one little bitty spot there. I'm going to pluck you down a little bit there. Ooh, that's hard. I'd break my fingernail. Okay. Oh, yeah, this. Don't want sharp edges. Just a little speck of where it was just really. Oh, I just thought about it. I'm probably messing up the. Oh no, I didn't. It's a miracle. I was gonna say I'm probably messing up the glitter I just spread. Put the top on you. Okay, where's my brush? Where did the spots go? Where did I just take the spot? Oh, right there. I'm gonna just put just a tad bit of glue there. And hopefully it won't raise up again. We'll pat you down this time. Alrighty. Well, I guess, okay, that's all the sides this time. I guess I'll be putting it back up under this UV light. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do, let me go on and put some in here. I think I'm gonna just go on and seal it with some resin. Oh, I can't remember where. I think I got this from Amazon. Came with a little, oh gosh, little El Cheapo light. I mean, it works, but it's so small. Now, if you're just doing a little small project, yeah, it does work. But this one, as you can see, I still would like a bigger one, but it's still good. It works good. I think it's a 54 watt. I think. Let me put the glitter up. That should be enough glitter. I'm very sad that I only have a little left. That is really pretty. I'm going to have to track that down. I know I brought it off, the glitter off of Amazon, so I'm going to have to track down what company I got that from, because that is really pretty. Really pretty. It's got like teals, purple. It's really pretty. Excuse me. So I am gonna just I'm gonna just paint this on. You know what? I think I'm gonna use this bigger brush to paint it on too. I'm gonna have to clean these brushes. Oops. I think I just got some on the side of it. Dang it. Oh well, it's not cured, so I can wipe it off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a light coat of resin over it and then seal it. I think I feel better with a light coat of resin. And now I have purple glitter everywhere. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to tape everything with tape. Just put tape hands. We need tape gloves in Bennett. Where the glove, well, I guess you could just use a sticky roller. Never mind. Okay. Enough ranting. Whew. I'm glittered. I am glittered. Alright, so I am just going to paint you on here. Basically. You know what? I should have just squirted it in there. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I'm going to just paint over it. I'm going to need a lot more than that. Ooh, there's glitter coming off. Yeah. I'm going to need a lot more now. I'm going to just go up to the rim, actually. And I'll let it settle down first. Yeah, I'm going to just squeeze it in here. I don't know what I was thinking. Not sure what I was thinking. Yeah. Not sure. I'm going to just go up to the rim to be on the safe side and let it settle before I actually put it up under there, because it's going to sink. But as long as it's covering, just try to keep the ridges out of it. Just try to get it smooth as possible, basically. Yep. All because of that glitter. I would have left it alone if it wasn't for that little bit of glitter in there. But, excuse me, I think this really is going to look nice. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to need any more. I might. Just want to get the sides coated. Even if it's a thin layer. I mean, nobody's going to be eating out the bowl. It's going to be like wrapped candy in it. Still think I'm going to put a little bit more here. And some in Demolding. I want to make sure I get a layer on here. Especially on the sides. And it's pretty, it's not a thin, to me this isn't a thin resin, the UV resin I have here. It's not thin, so it's kind of staying in place a little. Let me see where, if I missed any spots. I'm going to put some around the whole edge. There we go. And just rub that in. And the glitter's really not moving anywhere. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, I just want to make sure I have all the sides coated with the UV resin. Hopefully I don't get my big fingerprint in here. I'm trying to stay on the edge. Trying. Oh, trying. Okay. Now, I got the edges. Just smooth this out some. Oh, that is so pretty. Yeah, that is pretty. Okay, I'm gonna let it settle for a moment. I think that's good. Just let it settle. And then I am going to seal it. Let me cover up everything. Let it settle, and then I will seal it. Yeah, it looks good and uniform. All the sides are covered. Yeah. Even though the glitter is not, I just didn't want to go all the way up with the glitter. I mean, if it's just like a splash, that looks good. Doesn't have to be all glittery. All right, now I'm gonna just do 90 seconds on these each side. Hopefully we can turn this fail into a save. I actually think this is gonna look really good. I have got to wash that mold out. Ugh. I'll get the vacuum and suck up all the glitter I can find in here, because now on top of the red glitter, because I just got some new red glitter yesterday, and you know when it comes in a package, it's like no matter what kind of container you have glitter in, it escapes. It doesn't matter. It's like it escapes. You're not going to get it. There's no way around it. So when I was unpacking it, red glitter was everywhere yesterday. And apparently still is. Because it's like it just clings to the silicone molds and doesn't want to leave. At all. Yeah. But I hope y'all are enjoying the video. I certainly, I will say, I really like the Let's Resin polyurethane. Like I said before, it has a really strong odor, and since this is the first time using it, I knew it would be an odor. I've worked with polyurethane before, but not resin polyurethane. But you know, yeah, the next time I be using it, I will be having some mask protection here from the fumes, because it is strong. And we are just going to get the other side for the 99 seconds. And hopefully, how does that, oh, it's still tacky. Yeah, that's not, it's going to need some time. It's going to need a little more time. But I think it's going to be gorgeous. Really like the mica powders. I think I need to find like the favorite colors and just buy the big bottles of them, if that's possible in certain ones. But if you find a color you really like to use, get the big bottles. Big bottles. This is the first time I ever used this, so I can't wait. I want to see what it does in the oh goodness, the regular resin, because I'm used to the alcohol inks, but I have not used the resin colorant. And I would think this isn't alcohol ink. I would hope not. Maybe that's why I was a little bubbling, but it's not supposed to be alcohol ink, because alcohol ink and the polyurethane resin does not mix well at all. It's not gonna work. So yeah. Yeah, now it's working good. It's working good. Okay, you guys, I'm not gonna bore you with keep drying. I will dry it again for a little while, but hopefully you can see. I really like it compared to just plain old bottom. I don't, well, let's not pay attention to the glittery sides. I have to get a baby wipe and wipe that off. Thank God that didn't cure on there. But yeah, it turned out really good. I think I'm going to sand the bottom a little bit. Just get a little sandpaper or the Dremel and sand that off just a wee bit there. But I really like the way it came out, especially after the glitter in the bottom. It's really nice. Really shiny. I want it for myself. I probably will make one for myself, but I'm more of a teal, blue-green kind of girl. But this is gorgeous. It turned out real. I think the glitter was a good save. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a blessed day. And thank you so much.